My girlfriend ditched me and drove off. The butcher could only turn his gaze toward me. Just as he was about to make his move, he suddenly got hit by a bullet. Turns out the cops had found the place. Even though the butcher was dead, my mind was seriously traumatized. Fast forward 10 years, and the butcher's shadow still haunts my brain. To totally beat my inner demons, I didn't choose to face the fear head on. Instead, I became the butcher. So I dug up the butcher's miner's outfit and pickaxe. Then I started my killing spree. First, I wanted to punish my ex who abandoned me and her current husband David, so I staged multiple murders to make them think the butcher from 10 years ago is back. That way, I could avoid suspicion and carry out my killing plan. Late at night, my ex and her best friend broke into a supermarket, and I followed right behind them. To survive, they had to split up and run. That's when my ex suddenly tripped and fell. At the critical moment, her friend saved her life. Then the two of them escaped to a warehouse and blocked the door with a cabinet. But for me, breaking in was just a matter of time. They tried to escape through the window, but I was already waiting outside. Next, I killed my ex's friend. My ex got so scared she ran toward the door and bumped right into her husband, David, even though I didn't get to kill her this time. I deliberately called her up and told her the butcher from 10 years ago was dead. The current butcher might be her husband in disguise, and the evidence was in the mine from 10 years ago. Then I tricked my ex into getting in the car and planned to take her into the mine to kill her. But after some investigating, her husband immediately called her and told her I was probably the butcher. He also said I had mental issues. It wouldn't have mattered if she knew she was going to die by my pickaxe anyway. But just as I was getting excited, she grabbed the steering wheel from me. It caused us to crash. I got knocked out cold, but she got out of the car and quickly called her husband. David told her to head to the cabin in the woods, but as soon as she walked into the cabin, I showed up dressed as the butcher. She didn't suspect I was the butcher though, because only her husband knew about the cabin, so she mistook the butcher for her husband.